Inch Boy. Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, there lived an old man and an old woman. The two were very kind people, but there was one thing that made them very sad. They had no children. Although they were very old, they prayed to God every day for a child. Please give us a baby. It doesn't matter what sort of baby. We will love him so much. The old man and the old woman kept praying for a baby. One day, a baby was born to the old man and old woman. The baby was very, very small and was only as big as a thumb. The old man and old woman were very surprised, but immediately smiled happily. What a small and cute baby! We have been blessed. The old man and old woman named the baby Inch Boy. The two gave thanks to God for granting their wish and treasured Inch Boy very much. A year passed and another year. Inch Boy became a healthy boy, but he remained very small. Eventually, Inch Boy reached the age of 12, but he could still ride on a person's palm. But Inch Boy was a healthy and active little boy and played outside during the day. But he was so small, he couldn't play with the other children of the village. Although his mind had grown, Inch Boy's body remained very small. This bothered Inch Boy very much. The old man and old woman watched over Inch Boy and worried. One day, Inch Boy begged the old man and old woman,
"Please, let me go to the capital. I wish to see the large world, learn about many things, and become a great man."
The old woman was worried.
"The capital is very far away. No telling how long it will take for you since you're so small."
The old man thought for a while and said, "Then go and return a great man." The day of his departure arrived. Inch Boy placed a sewing needle in a straw scabbard and fastened this to his waist. He used the wooden bowl as a boat and the chopsticks as oars and sailed onto the river.
"Old man, old woman, take care of yourself."
He began rowing his boat with a happy look on his face. The old man and old woman waved goodbye to him. Inch Boy went along the river happily. There were rainy days and windy days. Sometimes the wooden bowl almost sank. But even then, Inch Boy would not give up and sailed on. After many, many days, Inch Boy came to a large bridge. Many people were walking across the bridge, and large buildings could be seen near the bridge. Inch Boy had arrived in the capital at last. Inch Boy got off the wooden bowl and started to walk on the bridge.
Wow, so many people. This is completely different from the village.
He looked this way and that. But Inch Boy was so small that the people around him did not notice him. Inch Boy slipped past the many feet, taking care to avoid being trampled, and came to a large street.
First, I must go and find some noble person.
Inch Boy decided this and walked along and found a large palace. It is the palace of an important minister.
Please, open the door.
A servant of the palace heard Inch Boy's voice, opened the door, but saw no one. He was wondering where the voice came from when something touched his feet. He looked down and found Inch Boy at his feet.
Please, let me meet your master.
The servant was very surprised and brought Inch Boy to the minister at once. The minister had never seen a human being so small. He stared at Inch Boy. Inch Boy was not scared and said to the minister,
Although my body is small, I will work better than anyone else. Please, let me study in your palace.
You're small, but you seem to have the right spirit. The minister decided to allow Inch Boy to remain in his palace. Inch Boy worked hard and studied reading, writing, and the martial arts. The minister had a cute princess. The princess liked Inch Boy and always stayed by him to teach him poetry. And a few years passed. Although Inch Boy remained small, he became one of the minister's most trusted servants. One fine spring day, the princess decided to visit the Kannon Temple in Kiyomizu. Inch Boy was asked to go with her. After visiting the temple, as they were coming down some stone steps, the princess looked up and saw terrible demons with big faces on the roof of the temple. The demons had iron clubs and tried to kidnap the princess. The bodyguards of the princess were so scared, they all ran off. What cowards! A demon reached out to the shuddering princess. Just then, there was a small shadow in the way. It was Inch Boy.
I will not allow you to lay one finger on the princess.
But the demon inhaled the little Inch Boy's body. Ha! Thinks he can beat me with such a small body? The demon laughed hard, but suddenly started to moan in pain. Oh, ouch! Inch Boy was sticking his needle sword into the stomach of the demon from inside. The demon was in so much pain, he fell over. The demon threw up Inch Boy in pain. Another demon tried to catch him, but Inch Boy avoided the demon's hand and jumped on the demon's face to stick his needle sword into the demon's eyelid. Ouch! Stop! The demons all ran away.
Thank you, Inch Boy. I am happy you are safe, Princess.
When they looked to where the demons had been, they found a mallet.
It's a magic mallet. One swing of this mallet will grant anything you wish.
The princess took the mallet in her hand and said,
Inch Boy, what would you like to wish for?
Inch Boy thought for a while and said,
I would like my body to become larger.
The princess smiled and swung the mallet, saying,
Make Inch Boy large.
Inch Boy's body grew on the spot, and he became a strong and handsome young man. Inch Boy, who has now grown, worked even harder than before and became a great man who was respected by all around him. The minister decided to have Inch Boy marry the princess. The princess was also happy with this. A little later, Inch Boy and the princess returned to the village to visit the old man and the old woman. The old man and the old woman were very surprised to see the grown Inch Boy.
I have come for you. Let us live together in the capital.
This is how Inch Boy called the old man and old woman to the capital and lived happily ever after. The end.